Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt.
On to punt for the Bills.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Webster now to return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
The tackle by
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, here's Goff. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the handoff, it's Akers. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Third and long, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Allen. And he rifles Rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there. And that takes us from second to third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Allen hit. He lost the football. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Brandon, I know it's hard to believe sometimes that a guy who was rated the top 5 running backs in the draft could be a little bit underrated, but I thought that about Cam Akers. One of my favorite runners in this draft. We just saw that ability right there. Great vision, terrific speed, has the power to run through tackles and make big plays. Remember, he was a #1 high school kid coming out. Now he's exhibiting that talent in the NFL.
A gain of
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
At the Bills' 10-yard line.
They'll run this with Akers. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A tough run there for Cam Akers, rookie out of Florida State. And while he had some experience in that while in college, remember the Rams' offensive line was inconsistent last year, too. They're trying to get better. But while he was in college, oftentimes he would hesitate maybe a little bit too long behind the line of scrimmage, looking for the big run. Here in the NFL, put your foot in the ground, get your shoulders down, and get what you can.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They are, however, facing 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete.
The keeper.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move,
and that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
by the Rams.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we...
Akers hit. He coughs it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the chip. And he loses the football a second time. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They're on the 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Pass incomplete.
Goff's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. They got him in. It's Woods. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
Los Angeles.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly. But it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and goal, Rams.
They'll run here with Akers. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 3-yard
2nd down and 3. They'll look to run with Akers. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Good. Makes the score Rams 17, Bills nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. John Johnson with the INT. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Goff now looking to throw. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Bass is good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Webster on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now it's gone. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Rams.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Quickly from Goff to Kupp. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp.
Every time I see Cooper Kupp play, I'm reminded of the first time I saw him in a summertime workout session. I remember running around screaming, "Who is this young man?" And now we see him on the NFL level. Broke the 1,000-yard mark for the first time in 2019.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
41-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now here is another interception. Troy Hill picks it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the
touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers, 48 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Now Allen. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Bills 11.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Webster on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll go again here with Akers. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Akers, the ball carrier. Harrison Phillips on the stop. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
the Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On the ground, it's Akers. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
McKenzie now to return it. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Allen throwing complete to Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
By the Rams.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
At the 32-yard line.
Going right back to Akers. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 3.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeout.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Milano came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down, Akers refusing to go down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd-and-long situation coming up.
3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, escaping the pressure right. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bills get a bit closer. Here's Allen, and they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
31. Bills 19.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on first down. Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
And it's third down.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Out of the gun. Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And a Rams first down.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because they're now going to be 1-2 instead of 0-3. And psychologically, that's a big difference early in the season.
It certainly is. It's a big barrier breaker because you get to 0-3, you're not thinking playoffs. At 1-2, you still believe that you're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, you feel you got some hope on your side. 0-3, things start to look pretty bleak. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And this, not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Tried to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for Los Angeles, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they suffered defeat for the first